Hide your strap-ons, put away your biscuits, and get ready for the ride of your life. It's time for free candy in the van of comedy. It's time for Two Clueless Dudes.
Yeah, everybody, ladies and gents, we are back.
Welcome to Two Clueless Dudes. I'm the Hank. I got the homie.
I am Mad Mike, and we have our awesome producer, Waz. He is here as well. We have a very interesting show for you today. We're going to talk about some things, or
Knowledge.
we're gonna drop some mysteries on you, of course. We got a little bit of Reddit news for you, of course. And you know, we're gonna talk about some things that we did and some things that we did not do.
Oh, things that we didn't do?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about the things we didn't do.
And a little something that I call I quit.
Oh.
But I don't really quit.
Well, real quick, for all of our listeners, if you want to be a viewer, go to Facebook and click on Mike Galliano. We are live on video. And if you're already watching us, you right.
You can just go to Two Clueless Dudes, spelled TWO.com, Two Clueless Dudes, and you can get your hands on all the various feeds.
There you go.
As much as you like. YouTube and Twitch are available to watch this as well.
Oh,
As well.
You can search RadioVegas.rocks, all as one word, on YouTube, or Two Clueless Dudes as one word to find us on YouTube as well.
check that out.
We all over.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
So what's up, Mike?
Well, okay, so let's go ahead and just kick this off with what we did not do.
Okay, what did we not do?
We did not see Godzilla.
Okay, that's partially my fault.
That's definitely your fault.
Oh, see, here we go already. All right, so I was supposed to, well, we were supposed to watch the original because I failed to do it on my own.
Yes.
So we were going to watch it yesterday, and you were like, hey, give me a call. Let's go watch a movie so we have something to talk about.
Yeah.
And
How'd that go?
I didn't.
How'd that work out?
Well, there's a really cool Xbox game called Black Desert,
Ah.
and I think it got me.
I mean, you
I
can
love
talk
it.
about that Xbox game, and I'd be just as familiar with it as whatever movie you're going to talk about.
Okay. You're not a big video gamer, or
Nah.
hey,
I mean,
Krista
when
Galliano,
they're cool. Maybe
the
your
missus.
recommendation will turn me around.
Yeah, well, okay, so the first new Godzilla, because there's so
Okay.
many Godzillas. I'm going to say the first new Godzilla with Ken Watanabe, who's an amazing actor, by the way. That is so mind-blowingly awesome, because it adds this element of, like, awe to where Godzilla is just a monster movie, you know, guys in suits. This, like, adds so much to the mythos and so much, like, suspense. Like, you feel like, man, it's about to go down, right? And I really, really, really liked the first one. And I actually think it did really good on
Is
the...
that the Jack Black one?
You mean, Jack Black did King Kong.
Oh, I
King-
didn't realize that was a different thing.
Since
until
we're
just
on the topic of Jack Black,
Yeah.
you know he just shaved his beard recently, right?
No way.
You want to know why?
Why?
Jumanji 4.
Oh, right, yeah, he's in Jumanji. Yeah.
Jumanji 4. He's actually going to a training camp. He's not attempting to look like The Rock, but he's going through a training camp.
That's good to try to lose a little bit of
butter. Jack Blackness.
he's an amazingly funny guy. But okay, so the second Godzilla has come out, and the reason why I bring this up is it got hammered. It
Okay.
got hammered by Rotten Tomatoes. Now, what's so interesting
So
about
did Aladdin.
that? Yeah, Aladdin got hammered by it, and I liked Aladdin. We've gone over that. Weak sauce villain. Didn't care for the girl power. That's my
He kills me with that.
that's my 2 cents. But Godzilla
Chauvinist pig.
it's a monster movie, right?
Yeah.
It's about monsters fighting. It's called King of Monsters.
Yeah.
And it gets a bad rating because there's too much monster fighting.
It's unfair. I
That's
mean,
right.
clearly.
I mean, why did you see the movie in the first place? It's
Yeah,
called
what
King
did
of
you
Monsters.
sign up for?
It's a Godzilla movie. There's going to be monsters fighting. That's why you go. I want to see some things blow up. Pacific Rim. I didn't care about all the drama. I wanted to see robots fight demons.
I wanted to see all those sweet photos of the Pacific
Yes.
and its beautiful rim.
And it's rim.
I love rims.
Who doesn't love rims?
I mean,
I'd love a job with rims.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
When
you?
when the rims are working, that's the best.
Like when they're spinning, those
no,
spinning
like
rims.
rim jobs.
Oh, I don't get those.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Rim employment is some of the best.
Yeah. Doesn't happen.
But we need to see it. Now, speaking of a sequel, let's talk about a little of something else we didn't finish.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about Stranger Things 2.
Okay, Stranger Things.
Stranger
Things 2.
Stranger Things.
It's like monkey see, monkey do. He saw you do it, and he's
Yeah.
like, oh, shit, I have to.
I got to.
I have to. I have to touch the red button.
Exactly.
We live for it. We don't have these things to not play with.
That's true.
That's true.
People play with these things vicariously through us.
That's exactly.
Thanks,
So,
Ronnie.
Let's talk a little about Stranger Things 2. Okay.
Okay, Stranger Things 2.
What has
it's
you
still-
been? You're like 4 or 5 episodes in. What's your initial opinion thus far?
Initial. What was that?
Spin finger. For the audio people, you did. Hank did quite the
There you
spinning
go.
finger emphasis.
Spirit fingers.
Jazzy.
Listen, so the second season of Stranger Things is just as balls deep as the first season.
It really is.
It's nuts. I'm not for sure that I'm understanding everything, but I'm pretty sure that the boy from the first season, he's effed.
Yeah, he's effed.
He's been fully taken over by this upside down world. I'm probably
The
talking.
upside down.
I'm probably talking too much. It's absolutely nuts. The writing is beyond
Right?
what you would think is imaginable. I'm very much involved. I love the show, and I'm very excited to finish the season and for season 3 to start.
So, what do you think of the new antagonist character, the kid with the Camaro?
The high school kid.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I don't really know where he's at because he's not family with this girl. Then he is family. He's got some hot chick while he's smoking a cigarette on a junior high property, and he's like, she can skate home.
Yeah.
And then he takes her, and they speed in the blue Camaro and take off.
He's just a very angry.
I think he's a
very angry boy.
I was gonna say I think somebody stole too many GI Joes of his, and he's pissed.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I think he's pissed.
Yeah, and but I really think the character adds a different element to the show.
Absolutely, because in the first season, I'm probably stealing what you're about to say, but in the first season, you had Steven, the big bad boy,
Right.
Of the season of Stranger Things. Then
But he kind of flips through the season.
he does.
He kind of matures.
Because I don't know if he matures or if he kind of is getting bullied and picked on now. So it's a very different aspect for this young man. As to what he's doing in life, because he was top dog and now he's getting picked on. He was the big man on the basketball team.
Yeah.
Now he's a nobody. He's
But
literally
he seems
getting.
I would say Steven, he's handling it fairly well. You know what I mean?
I think that's subjective.
I think
they
he's
just
more
found
upset.
out that his girlfriend
That's what
is
he's more
hanging
upset
out
about.
with.
I think that's affecting him more than this guy, at the moment.
We'll see. I haven't seen that episode.
Yeah.
we're there right now.
Hey, you know what? We should probably watch. Nah, you're not gonna. That's fine. We'll just.
Oh, you talking about Godzilla?
Well, I was talking about anything.
Oh, lately, I've been sleeping a lot.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
Oh man, you're a perfect candidate for that Pokemon sleep game. Have you seen that?
I
You
haven't.
can get points by sleeping with this Pokeball.
Well, I don't actually get.
Yeah, right?
Wait, you sleep with it like sexually, or?
Oh, that would be a nice element. I
Like
didn't even occur to me.
sweet apple pie.
See, I'm going to, but you don't have to.
Yeah, I'm going to, but
No,
it's not necessary.
The Pokeball that you can catch Pokemon with without taking your phone out of your pocket.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be able to take
Oh,
it
yeah,
to
yeah,
bed,
yeah.
and it'll reward you for sleeping well, for being good
Well,
at sleeping.
I don't ever sleep.
Wow,
I'm
I
just
wonder how
in
it
bed.
rewards you.
Just like free Pokemons or stuff. You get a free
You wake up
Snorlax
and there's
right
like a
away.
package of hot dogs at your feet. Pikachu.
I wish that was a reward for lots of things.
Right? Sweet, free hot dogs. The better you do, like the higher quality. Like if you do something really good, it's like Nathan's. But like if you sleep shitty, it gives you like Bar S or Jimmy John's. You know?
Drones
Great
just fly in
value.
your window.
Yeah.
The Equate version of the
Yeah, Kroger dogs.
dried powdered hot dog.
powder.
It's a
Equate.
shake.
Yeah, a hot dog shake. Just add.
You have
just
to
add water.
hydrate it with water.
God, can you imagine that? Just dried elephant or dried pig asshole.
Pig hoof. Pig hoof and asshole.
Yeah. Dried. You just stir a little water in. It has like your own like casing machine. You know, you just fill
That
it up.
marketing language, though, you're really selling it.
Right. Yeah.
Oh no. We've thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just don't have anybody that we can talk to about it.
That mouth
Coming
sound
up
effect,
soon on Two Clueless Dudes.
That's the pig asshole dried.
Yep. Dried
no big
pig
deal.
asshole. Direct to you.
No big deals.
That made the show for me, by the way.
that made the show. We're just getting started.
Pulled it pig assholes inside out.
So why don't we? Well, actually, you know what? What we'll do is we'll wait. Once we get to the 30th minute, we'll go do a little commercial, and then we'll come back to some mysteries. But before we do that, we might as well get into some other things. Something else I want to talk about.
Absolutely.
I want to talk about Swamp Thing.
Okay.
It is the
You
hero.
know it looks dumb as shit, right?
It's the hero we never needed and never wanted.
It probably smells.
Why in the literal fluff
Yeah. I
did
don't
they
know.
make
You know the swamp thing.
Swamp Thing?
You know the swamp. You remember? You know this isn't the first swamp thing, right?
And you cannot even buy it on Xbox. Like, you can't just buy the season. You have to do the DC Universe thing.
Well, does anybody actually do the DC universe?
No!
Like the movies are so bad.
The movies are, yeah.
Yeah,
like, you're like,
Josh.
here,
I hope you're listening. The
Like-
movies are so bad.
we're going to throw out a bunch of real shitty movies, and that's going to make you just run to our subscription service.
It's probably like $3.99.
Dude, it's like $9. Dude, I'm telling you.
That's
it,
more expensive than the Disney Plus.
It is. Dude, I'm gonna find it right now.
Okay. While
what's
you're
it-
finding it,
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
I would like to say that we have some new and exciting things happening with us with Two Clueless Dudes. We've decided to expand just a smidgen bit, and Mad Mike has a room in his house that we are going to share with his beautiful wife, our Diz Life, and we're going to create a
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah,
And we're
making a
gonna
little
we're gonna
studio
do
thing
some
over
some YouTube stuff. We're gonna do
there.
some
Instagram. Find us on Instagram. That's where we really need people. Hey, from Denver, what's going on, Sabrina? Ay, 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 ay.
Hola Denver.
I'll be seeing her soon. I'm heading to Denveroni come June 20th.
Oh,
I'll be gone for a few days.
That's the Italian district in Denver, Denveroni.
Denveroni, yes.
I'm gonna be sad. I didn't sign off on that.
Yeah, you doing things out of context without consulting your co-host?
That's
Man,
right.
That's gonna. Suck.
Okay, I'm trying to find.
I'm gonna have withdrawals and stuff. Waz, will you come hold me and stuff? Hang out with me and stuff.
Well, a part of what you hired me for as producer is definitely the holding.
Oh, I mean, so wouldn't
You're within context of like it wouldn't be scope creep to increase the holding up until a certain level that's still within our contract.
anything over an hour, it's mandatory to tip though, right? Just a tip.
You've got 47 minutes left on the previous snuggling for the 2-week quarter.
I'm so
Yeah.
lucky.
Okay.
I'm so lucky I fall asleep so soon.
You
Okay,
sleep so good.
they are charging $7.99 a month,
That's unreal.
or $75
Just for Swamp
annually.
Thing?
No,
It's
no,
for
for
their
DC
streaming
Universe.
service, which
Which
so
is-
far,
For DC? For DC? Who's going to stream just DC?
Josh,
yeah, basically.
What are
That's it.
you, the
Junior
couple
ska, Junior ska boss, Josh.
So if you're really into the Batman movies,
I like.
there you go.
I like the Chris. So for
I like all the
hands
Batman
up,
movies, even the
Christian
really-
Bale.
Oh, Chris Rock
I
as
love
Batman was fantastic.
I like Chris
even
Rock.
the fruity Batman movies, I still love those
No,
too. in
see
their own
that
way.
that's where
I loved them all.
Yeah,
I
Batman Forever is like my favorite.
No.
It was like at first I was like, okay, the bank vault is filling with boiling acid. There's boiling acid, but I mean there was camp in the history, and I feel like those movies celebrated the camp in the history of Batman, and they were great too.
Yeah.
So like I loved all of them from the Danny DeVito Penguin on.
Yeah.
gross. Okay,
Yeah.
let
He
me.
was so gross, right? But that's
let me.
Tim Burton.
Fantastic.
Let me. Actually, it was gross. Actually, it was gross. But I didn't enjoy the movie. Here's the thing.
Understandable.
I'm more of the Christian Bale. I like the more realistic
Those
aspect
were
of
the
Batman.
objectively best ones.
Val Kilmer was the best from Ronnie Baker. I totally agree.
Ronnie, you're an idiot.
Boom.
I can't.
It's
do
out
this.
there.
No,
See,
I'm
now
with
you're.
you on
That
their
is
pick,
so
even though
not
I
true.
love 'em all.
It is so not true.
No,
Ronnie,
it's out there.
Shame on you.
Val.
Am I pointing at the right?
Kilmer.
Wait. Point
I
to
don't-
that one, and now point to the other one, and now this one.
That's
Ronnie?
There you go.
Shame.
And now that
on
one again?
You. Val Kilmer.
You're right.
Kiss my ass.
You are right.
Out of all of them, really?
There's no bad Batman.
Wait, who am I talking to right now? Which Cameron?
Okay, hold on. George Clooney?
George
I love
Clooney.
Clooney too.
No.
You like Clooney too?
No.
I like everything Clooney
No.
does, so
Listen,
I'm biased.
Okay, so the original Batman was okay. Anything after that, trash.
Just
Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton only. I don't mean to.
Michael Keaton
I don't
made
mean
a
to
great
talk
Bruce
with my
Wayne.
fingers in my hands.
I'll accept it.
He made a good Bruce Wayne. I don't know if he made a great Batman.
He didn't make a very good Bruce Wayne, and he did more. I think he was a better Batman than Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
See,
actually, I'm with Hank on that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm almost vice versa on that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
What was your favorite Batmobile? Which was your favorite era car?
Oh,
The rock tumbler?
yes, totally.
Tumbling rocks?
You
The little
kidding
rock
me?
tumbling?
Yeah.
You like
Okay,
that thing?
hold on. Let me just. Who is your very most favorite Batman? And when I say very
Okay.
most favorite, I mean of all DC universe. Hell, you can even put in the Lego Batman as far as I give a damn.
Oh, Lego Batman all day. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, you made it
Val
too easy.
Kilmer, bro.
Still?
Dude's Val Kilmer.
Lego Batman was the best.
okay, have
Dude,
you
he
played-
played Willow. He
have you
played
played
Mad Mardigan
Arkham-
in Willow.
Have you played Arkham Knight?
Have I played I've played Arkham Knight, Arkham Day,
So
Arkham
video game.
Afternoon.
Arkham Asylum.
Yeah. All them Arkhams.
That's my favorite Batman.
That's a really good Batman. I
The
totally
video
agree.
game
favorite
one?
Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you name the voice actor?
No,
Yeah. You
can't
don't know
count
who
it
it
then.
is?
I don't.
Dude, it's
Disqualified.
John Stamos.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Was it really?
No, I don't know. But
It
sounds
see,
good.
that's really plausible.
See, shame on you. You've been around long enough. All right, let's go ahead. Let's keep the lights on.
Yeah.
My Mad Mike needs to go to the restroom anyway.
Wow, Amber, you're looking pretty crappy this morning.
Let's see. You forgot her name.
Well, you probably should, Annette. We drank a lot last night.
You obviously don't remember that last round of shots, and I know you forgot about the
Because you can go to the
karaoke.
bathroom
Oh,
secretly
long
now.
night.
Yeah, I
What
don't need to.
happened?
But you didn't forget your Hangover Joe's or your designated driver. To learn more and to get a free sample, visit hangoverjoes.com.
Hangover Joe will get you over it.
Hey everybody, for the past few months we've been telling you about Brothers Pizza. You know, the place that's located at 7575 South Rainbow. We've told you about how amazing their pizza is, how awesome it is that they stay open late, and that on Tuesdays it's 50-cent wing night, and now it's boneless wing night on Thursdays. It just keeps getting better and better. Brothers Pizza is the home of the 30-inch pie, killer pasta, sandwiches, hamburgers, salads, and more. The best part is when you call in and order for pickup and mention RadioVegas.rocks, you'll get 10% off your order. You want another reason to go check out Brothers Pizza? Well, if you order a lunch special off of our app, you're going to earn your way to a free personal pizza. That's right. Check out the RadioVegas.rocks app, loyalty program. Check out Brothers Pizza. 10 punches, you'll get that free personal pizza. And join us on June 15th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. down at Brothers Pizza, located at 7575, for again another fun day out in the sun as we give away a pizza an hour. That's June 15th from 11 to 4 p.m. Brothers Pizza, 7575 South Rainbow. Hopefully we'll see you there.
All right, Dix, but I told you to register for the free Aerosmith tickets by clicking on the link for the Radio Vegas Rocks app and then simply register your name and phone number under the VIP tab. To punish you, Dix, I'm going to play Janie's Got a Gun on my hand flute while I explain again how great this contest through Radio Vegas Rocks truly is. This is free airfare, free hotel accommodations, and 2 VIP tickets on the actual stage. You're on the stage watching Aerosmith play. If one of you dicks win these tickets and you have no one to go with, I'll go with you. I would love to see if an Aerosmith on stage turtle, even if you win. As long as you promise you don't roofie my drink, you don't have sex with my dead corpse. Hopefully he doesn't make my skin into some sort of apparatus he wears around his face. I'll even stay with you. All you have to do is download the Radio Vegas Rocks app and register under the VIP tab of the app to win.
Download the Radio Vegas Rocks app right now.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike and the Hank.
What up, everybody?
Welcome, welcome.
All right, so I think, yes, I think it's time for History's Mysteries.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes. History's Mysteries. Like that $20 you say I owe you.
but I ain't got none.
Yeah, speaking of that $20.
I ain't got it. So, history's mysteries. Way back from this week. Starting off, born from Shreveport, Louisiana in 1949.
Unlikely.
The badass country music himself, Hank Williams Jr., turned 70.
I thought, is he dead?
No, I just said he turned 70.
I
How
thought
can
that
you
meant
turn
like
70 if you're dead?
I thought like his body had turned 70, like in the grave.
I mean, that would be like your corpse then.
Yeah. So he is dead.
In 1868, the U.S. House of Representatives voted to impeach President Andrew Johnson. Do you know,
Oh yeah, Old Drew they called him.
do you know why?
Yeah. Actually, I do.
Okay, tell me why.
Yeah, he was drilling holes in the ladies' locker rooms.
That damn pervert Johnson. No, Johnson removed Secretary of War Edwin M. Stanton after political conflict and ruptured ideologies in the aftermath of the American Civil War, which was considered a violation of Tenure Office Act.
Ruptured ideologies.
So did he actually get impeached?
He got impeached. The House.
I don't think any president's actually been impeached.
The House voted President Johnson. Actually, the House vote made President Johnson the first president to be impeached in U.S. history.
Several presidents were impeached. Impeachment isn't prosecution.
Right.
It's just the procedures. So like procedures. Yeah, it's just that procedures.
Yeah, the procedures. The procedency. It's the procedency. When you get
So at least I'm not the only one that can't talk.
procegitis.
Oh, I said that incorrect word very well.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
You did. You nailed it.
Well, Baja Blast.
Baja Blast.
Freaking wonderful.
Which was actually created on this day. 6 years ago.
It's Baja anniversary.
It is Baja anniversary.
Yeah, in California. 1977, the Sex Pistols released their rendition of God Save the Queen, sparking major controversy and leading to a ban on the song by the BBC.
Really?
Yeah.
Weren't they a manufactured band though? So wasn't it manufactured
what does BBC
controversy?
stand for? Does anybody know?
Big Black...
Right?
Oh, skateboard. There it is.
Big black skateboard.
Yep.
Have you seen Where the Milk? Never mind. All right. Alzy Young becomes the first person executed as a witch in the American colonies when she was hanged in Hartford, Connecticut in 1647. She was blamed for some children getting sick with influenza outbreak.
Wow, they just blamed,
she was
just blamed that
charged.
on everybody, huh?
She was charged and hanged.
That's crazy. Like they actually found her guilty. Isn't that nuts?
No, see that's the crazy thing. I actually looked this up, and there's just not in this Salem witch trial that like there's no trials, bro. It's just hey, we don't like you. You're a witch, or you're. It doesn't really matter. It could just be whatever, and
it's true.
You're dead.
It's true.
In 1930, the 1,046-foot Chrysler Building in New
Marilyn
York City.
Bass says witches get a bad rap, and you know what? I totally agree. I don't think that. You're right. I think that they just kind of were like singled out, you know, because of
totally.
Just because they needed somebody to blame, right?
If you think about it, if witches are healers and God was a healer, then God was a witch, right? Jesus. Okay.
I love this.
1930.
God is a witch theory.
You said
I love
God.
This.
I meant Jesus.
I was gonna say witch.
You just left something gold on the table there.
What's funny is you and I both hit a button at the exact same time.
Oh, that's romantic.
Okay, yeah, we just did it, bro. Okay. In 1930, the 1,046-foot Chrysler Building in New York City was the tallest man-made structure of its time. Opened its doors to the public.
Ooh, to the
1930.
1930?
Yep. There's 20,961 tons of structural steel, 391,881 rivets, 3,826,000 bricks, 10,000 light bulbs, 3,862 windows in that building.
God, it's nuts, dude. Like it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's pretty cool though, right? Like it would, like if we went to New York, like
would anybody be sad if New York was hit by a meteor? I'm just curious.
I've never actually been there, so I can't really be like, oh no.
I have heard people that are like, oh my gosh, I love New York. It's so New Yorky and New York, New York, New York, New York, New York, New York, New York.
I gotta be honest. Anybody that I've talked to
I don't
that's
like
in
New York,
that
man.
was from New York that lives here, like they don't like New York. That's why they're in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
I've like I said, I've
it's
never
gross.
been. Like I was almost through it, like around it when I went to Niagara Falls.
yeah.
Ish.
Oh, Niagara Falls, that'd be nice, but it's gross, dude. It's like it is gross.
Yeah.
Like no joke.
All right, moving on.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to stay on the gross subject. In 1977, a New York City judge fined George Willig 1 cent for each of the 110 stories he climbed of the South Tower of the World Trade Center.
Wow.
Yeah, 1 cent per floor.
When was this?
1977.
Well, it's not that bad. In the 70s, cent was still pretty cheap.
Yeah, 1 cent was still a one cent.
I mean, it's probably like the equivalent of like 10 cents now.
Yeah. He probably got
7 cents exactly.
got the last
7
laugh.
cents.
I'd imagine that he doesn't give a shit.
Probably not. Dude, just
I'm
like
pretending to
he
be
didn't
the
die.
producer that looks up facts and figures. And
Yeah,
tells them.
right.
Yeah, that was a made-up figure for sure.
Well, you know how we do things. We make up our own shit, too. 2003, actress Angelina Jolie, 26 at the time, divorced actor Billy Bob Thornton, 47, due to irreconcilability. Holy shit, I messed that up. I'm not even going to try it.
Irreconcilable.
Psilocybin.
Yeah, suicidal differences. I wonder what the problem was. They wore the little blood vial around their neck, right?
Yeah, they did.
Wasn't that them?
That was them.
That's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
I wonder why that relationship failed.
Oh, it's actually very simple. And they actually publicly came out and said Angelina Jolie, she's really big on Dunkin' Donuts, and he's a Krispy Kremer all the way. And they just couldn't see past it.
Well, I would have dated Billy Bob because I don't like
I'm more of a
Dunkin'.
Krispy Kremer guy myself.
Yeah, I'd have been. You know what?
I play both sides.
You play both sides?
If you don't know, now you know.
Now you know. That's what it was.
U.S. President Andrew Jackson in 1830 signed the Indian Removal Act, authorizing the Army to force the Cherokee, Chippewa, Choctaw, Creek, and Seminole tribes out of Georgia and surrounding states.
That was it. Andrew Jackson?
Setting the stage for
What a
the
douche.
Cherokee Trail of Tears. The white man, the white man, the white man.
Yeah.
He also actually killed Charles Dickinson in a duel in 1806.
Charles Dickinson.
Like the
Dickens.
famous writer?
Dickens.
Oh, okay.
Dickens.
Charles
Yeah.
Dickens.
Yikes.
Charles Dickens.
Yeah, so yeah, because back then dueling was still a thing.
Yeah, he put it in the paper. It was pretty interesting to see. Yeah.
Yeah, we're jerks. Americans are jerks.
Yeah.
Us white folk, we're jerks. I mean, that's just how it was
But at least we have better
back in the day.
teeth than the British.
Yeah, and we have Cox Cable,
Yeah.
so that's nice.
And we don't have to poop in holes.
That's true, and Netflix.
Yeah, we have Netflix.
Yeah, so
And Xbox Live.
Xbox Live. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's
Game Pass.
Pretty important. Game Pass. $1 a month right now.
That's true.
Is
and
it
onion
plug for
rings.
Game Pass.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't pay me shit. It is.
I want that Game Pass.
Any of the gaming boys out there, any gaming girls,
Yeah.
Game Pass is $1. All right, in 1972, White House plumbers first break into the Democratic National Headquarters at Watergate in Washington, D.C. Mad Mike, what happened after that?
I missed all of that, so I have no idea.
Jesus Christ.
White House Watergate plumber break-in.
Oh,
I said it
a
in the
plumber
wrong
broke
order.
in?
A plumber broke
plum?
into the Democratic National Headquarters at Watergate, the Watergate
Wow.
complex.
Well, he was just trying to get rid of all the shit.
All right. No, I think they were trying to get shit and got caught. 1959.
Well, you got to grab the shit to get rid of it, so it makes sense.
And we're talking about monkeys.
You got to wrangle that turd.
Dude wipes, you guys. Dude wipes
Dude
are
wipes.
a sponsor.
Yeah,
Wipe your dude.
wipes. Yeah.
Wipe your dude off.
Yeah, dude wipes. If you're not familiar.
If you're
Now there's a
breaking into
new-
Watergate.
Dude shower is like a towel-sized dude wipe for your whole body.
So like, did they ever? Where is Watergate? Or is like any gate with water? Like I don't know if they were really specific.
Watergate complex in Washington D.C.
It's
okay.
complex.
It's a complex of water
That's
with a gate.
gated. Okay.
Yes. Geez, you don't get around.
I don't.
Which led to another impeachment, if you remember. 1959, monkeys Abel
Didn't
and
he
Baker
resign before
took
he got
off
impeached?
300 miles into space on Jupiter missile, becoming the first animals to be retrieved from a space mission.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's how horrible is that? Stuff just the first animals to be retrieved.
Yeah.
Not the first animals to go up.
Yeah.
Well, you know the famous Lika, the famous Russian dog that was the first life form to be put into space?
Yeah.
It didn't survive re-entry, the poor fella.
Oh, man.
That
what a
dog
bummer.
is heralded as a hero, especially in Russia to this day, but they didn't plan, like, re-entry very well.
Wow. They just didn't think it through.
Just like a penny.
See, that's
drop a penny off and see what happens.
See, that's why you shouldn't have sent a dog. You should send a cat because they always land on their feet.
That's right. They don't burn up as quick, too, cats.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Hi, Deb. Thanks for listening.
Hi, Deb.
We're talking about burning pets. Sorry.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
And she
Flaming dogs.
And she's got several, so I'm sure she appreciates that.
Yeah.
All right, American pharmacist Dr. John Pemberton invented and began to advertise Coca-Cola in 1886.
Ooh, that was when you could still get a good buzz.
Oh, well, here we go. Originally called the Pemberton's French wine Coca. But in that year, he was forced to make a non-alcoholic drink, which he named Coca-Cola. The good doc sold the rights to this Fortune 500 company just before his death. And Coca-Cola later stated that the Coca-Cola, keeping the name Coca, was meaningless but fanciful.
That's true, because there's no more cocaine in it.
Yeah, apparently that's the misconception, is that there was never Coke in Coca-Cola. His drink, Pemberton's French wine Coca, in fact did. And he was actually, I took a look, he was in the army, and he had suffered a saber wound to the chest, which he led to him being a morphine addict.
So he got into cocaine.
He did.
But it was in the soda.
He put it in the soda.
He did put it in the soda, right?
He did put it in the soda.
The cocaine was in the soda.
Yeah, I mean, geez.
The worm is
Creative.
the spice.
Just poor guy and his creativity, you know.
For those that caught that reference.
1868, Decoration Day, now called Memorial Day, was first observed. And by the way, thank you all of the servicemen and women, home and abroad, for the sacrifices that you do. And may we always remember the warriors that that never made it home to their families. We thank you.
Zichheil. Oh wait, no, I mean.
Holy fuck.
I mean, I salute.
Wrong one.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
Wrong one. And obviously, we just had Memorial.
We'll go with your intention.
Yeah, it was good intention.
It's good intention. How was your Memorial Day?
Is it bad that I don't remember it?
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
What
In
day
1970,
was it? What day was it?
It was like
the other
just
day.
the other day. Yeah.
Like what day is the other day? There's so many other days.
Like 2 days ago? 3 days? Monday?
Wednesday?
Monday.
Monday.
It was Monday.
Yeah, it was Monday. Duh.
I think it was good. I was pretty tired. Oh, we went. We came over to your place.
Oh yeah, you came over for game night.
Yeah, dude, I was done. I could barely focus. But we played a game.
Twister?
Let's play a game.
Naked Twister.
Naked Twister. No, what did we play?
Cards Against Humanity?
Nope. Joking Hazard.
Joking Hazard. That shit. Waz, have you ever played that?
I have not actually.
Man, missing out.
It's so good. Yeah.
Yeah. If you have any liquid in your bladder, you could push a little out by accident. It's a funny game.
It's true.
Funny game.
Continue.
In 1970,
not interested.
The 7.75 Ancash earthquake off of the coast of Peru killed approximately 70,000 and sets off the world's deadliest avalanche still yet to date.
Wow, killed 70,000.
It's still avalanching?
What they don't tell you.
I didn't understand.
No. It's still today.
It killed 70,000, but what it doesn't tell you is it was mostly hamsters. Yeah.
Little tiny lives.
Well, that's where hamsters come from, is Peru. People don't know that.
70,000, so that's like the most people killed in like a one thing at a time?
The avalanche.
So is the avalanche still killing people?
Actually, I think that was more than...
I think it went...
How many people died in Hiroshima?
That many.
In Nagasaki.
Oh no. Don't quote me, but I think it's like 6,000 to 8,000.
Hey, Uncle Ron, how many people died in...
70,000 is like the most.
In
That's a lot
Nagasaki
of individual
and
lives
Hiroshima.
to end in one individual anything.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, here we go. The Heimlich. This is my last one, Mike.
The Heimlich?
The Heimlich maneuver was for rescuing choking victims, and it was published first in the Journal of Emergency Medicine back in 1974.
But perfected by this guy. I've actually done it twice. I've
Have you
saved
really?
somebody's life twice with the good old Heimlich.
Did they really need it?
They really needed it.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
'Cause,
Yep.
I mean, I've done it for fun. I haven't done it for.
No,
I don't think you're actually supposed
a
to
guy
do
choked
the
on a
Heimlich maneuver for
a guy
fun.
choked on a frosted flake
It's like a
yikes.
no-no.
in France.
France?
Yeah,
I like
so
the
this is-
alliteration of
Yeah.
frosted flake in France.
It's true though. We were
It was a
on
crepe.
we were on like a little bus going to Disneyland Paris, and this guy whose name is Mark, we discover, is sitting in front of us. We're right directly behind him and his wife. He's like 50, his wife's like 30. Obviously, an age discrepancy there, but they got 2 kids. All of a sudden, he's like kind of like bent over, and like I look at him and I'm like, something's going on, something weird's going on, but it's none of my business, you know, right? So I look away for now, and then all of a sudden his wife starts hitting him on the chest. I was like, Mark, quick, somebody help him. So I'm like, okay, but she didn't say what was going on. So I look back at the guy, and he's like foaming from the mouth. He's got like stuff coming out of his mouth, and he's turning purple. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, are you choking? I think you're choking. So he stood up in the chair, like so. And then as he stood up, I took that as, okay, that's my cue.
Rescue me!
Right? But he's in the chair next to the window. I have the chair at the aisle, so I have to scooch in front of my wife, lean over his chair, and then
Did she get mad?
do the Heimlich. No,
Did your wife get
she
mad?
had to look at this beautiful ass. She was totally fine with it. So I give him the Heimlich, and then like a second later, and he starts breathing. Never once did him, his wife, or his kids turn to me and say thank you.
No way, and you knew them, and they weren't like, they didn't even say like, "Whew, sorry about that" or something like that.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh my God, thank you for helping." You know what I mean? Even if
There's
he
no
managed,
thank you. They were just like, "Whoa, look at what happened to you. How did this happen? How'd you get okay suddenly?"
This is the best part. He literally sat down. The wife sat down.
Went back to eating.
The lady who was running the tour had to come over and was like, "Hey, I have to do an incident report." He said, "Nope." She said, "Well, sir, something happened to you. You choked or you did something?" He's like, "Nothing happened. Nobody saw anything."
He was
Wow,
embarrassed.
Too proud to choke.
And the rest, and we saw him for the rest of our cruise. They never once did they ever say even if it kills me, because even if I didn't help, even if he managed to dislodge it himself like a second after I tried, wouldn't you still be like, shit, man, thanks for giving it a go?
Can you imagine being that embarrassed about something like that? That you
Whoa.
don't want to admit that you choked on.
I mean, he should basically be bagging you.
Yeah,
You saved his life.
It's not like he's choking on semen or something. You know what I mean?
No,
it's just a
people
frosted
choke.
flake.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know how it was frosted, I suppose, but
Now listen, these days you can't. That's none of your business.
it's right, exactly.
Next question.
So you guys didn't ever Heimlich each other like your buddies, just like for sport, for fun.
For sport? No, I can't.
How did you get practice?
You
Because I've never had to do it on a real person because I feel
yeah,
like
it's-
I
it's-
feel like I'm good at it from the.
It's
fucking around.
actually
Boy
real
Scouts.
easy. You attend training and you do it on a dummy.
But even in the training after
Well,
the dummy, don't you just do
I
it to your
have
friends?
never done.
No.
I've never. I have
No.
What
never
kind of Boy
even-
Scouts did you guys do?
Listen, I was the Boy
hot
Scout
ones.
that kept getting the tips torn off because I was always playing with my fucking knife. And once you get
That's all. Jay must
have left.
Yeah, I'll go snuggle.
let's go get the studio pets some love.
Yeah, here's some. But I actually forgot what we were talking about. Completely forgot. Oh,
Toenail polish.
I've never done a course on how to do the Heimlich.
Oh, really?
Never once. But I've seen it, and I was like, okay, I understand the premise. I got this. And so far, I have gotten this.
Interesting.
I helped another guy who was choking on a limp piece of broccoli that got stuck down his throat at the Monte Carlo employee dining room, now known as the park.
See, that's why I don't eat broccoli.
Yeah. So that was your last one?
So you've only done it to people that were really choking?
Yeah, I've
Because
only
we
done
would
it
like
to-
taste bile and stuff. We got good at it, we thought.
I've never done a test or I've never done any training on it.
Oh, I missed
I
it.
just was like,
You just figure this is about where stuff like that is. Squeeze
exactly.
it in.
Well, I mean, I did martial arts
In
for
and
so
up.
long, so.
There's a martial arts thing. There's a, like, hey, we teach you how to make someone barf in a hurry.
Yes, absolutely.
Whoa, that's a move. Like,
Absolutely.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yep.
That's why he kept getting sued.
Yep. There's a couple places. There's a couple places in the body that you can hit and you will vomit.
Testicles are one. I can tell you that
Testicles
that's
are
one.
definitely one.
but you don't have like the air pressure situation with the testicles that you do from pushing in the stomach.
No, but it does cause a severe gag reflex.
All right.
Yep. And the other is just a wicked shot.
I can barely
up
put
into
a
the solar
toothbrush
plexus
in my mouth.
because it's right on the stomach,
Okay.
which can be super brutal. So, anyway, now that we've discussed that, I want to bring up something that now I know you're not a big football fan.
I'm a huge football fan.
Yeah, but I am, and I follow the Packers, and the Packers for the last few years have literally been ranked
Trash.
at the very bottom of injuries. So
Yeah, okay.
they've had so many injuries that they're like, there's only been 3 teams that have had more injuries than them for the last four seasons or so.
Okay.
Just god awful. So far, everything's been going good. They've started training camp or OTAs, no injuries yet, up until yesterday.
What happened?
While playing basketball, the head coach of the Green Bay Packers
Shut up.
ruptured his Achilles tendon.
Are you being serious?
I'm dead serious. And now he will have to coach and this is the first year. So it's the most pivotal year. He's going to have to do 3 months of coaching in a cart. Not even a wheelchair. A cart.
So he's going to be on the field. So you make me come to the house and watch these games.
Yeah, I do.
With you.
I
So
do.
we're going to watch your
Yes.
head coach in a golf cart.
He'll probably, my guess is he'll be in a golf cart up until the regular season. So there'll be about 4 games where he will be, I think, running around in a cart.
That's amazing.
Rupturing and playing basketball is fucking dangerous, bro. Because I tore my
I was gonna
groin
say,
playing basketball.
You've knocked yourself pretty much completely out of.
I quite literally busted a nut.
Yes.
And this guy here, his old Achilles, which is an Achilles rupture, for anybody who doesn't know, is one of the most brutal lower body injuries that you can sustain. I mean, that type of injury can completely change if you're in sports, you rupture
Yeah.
an Achilles, you're done. I mean, that's it. You're done. Same thing with boxing. If you are into surfing, professional dog wrangling, all those
Figure
things.
4 wrestling.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Connect 4 wrestling.
You're in trouble.
So I really wanted to bring that up because I couldn't believe that. Also, one more thing we bring it before we get to some commercials, and I'm not going to give you the story. I just want to give you the header of the story because this popped up on my Amazon Alexa, and I saw this, and it can be taken so many ways. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
It was man's behind chomped by toilet snake.
What?
Now, I've taken some pretty gnarly turds, and it's felt like they've bit me back. But I think it may actually be talking about a literal snake in the toilet that came up and bit him on the ass.
So it's not it's a snake.
Exactly, and you
Like
know
a
where this
reptile.
took place?
In Florida?
It did.
Everything fucked up happens in Florida.
Right? Dude, it's incredible, but that's where it took place. Now, I know we've got listeners that are in Missouri. Have they ever do you get toilet snakes there or alligators in the sewers? Those myths?
I don't know about alligators in the sewers in southeast Missouri, but you can get snakes in pretty creative places. We had a pool.
We have a potential
We've had,
beehive starting at our house.
That's a lot of fun. You should probably contact somebody immediately.
Yeah, we did. And you know what they told us?
Sit on it?
Yep. They said we can't do nothing.
Well, I mean, you don't want to spray it and kill them, but I mean, you don't necessarily want them in your house.
No, you can remove them. You have people come and they relocate them for you. That's like the cool, humane way to do it, and that's exactly what we will do. But they said there's nothing. Oh, well, you know what? There's nothing you could do. Call back in a couple of days, and then if they're still there, then maybe we'll come out and do an assessment.
Okay. Well.
But they wouldn't do it prior to that. But we're probably going to call around. We want to make sure they don't get like exterminated, you know, because bees are helpful to the environment, Africanized or not. So, it's just if they're African. You know what I found out about Africanized bees?
They're from Africa.
No. So it has to do with some sort of specific genetic trait that's been passed to them, to a regular bee. But if you take an Africanized queen out and you implant just a regular queen, all the rest of the bees lose the Africanized trait.
Yeah, it's just the trait of swarming. It's just the trait
And it's
of
all based off of the queen.
swarm attackiness.
So if you completely switch out the queen, they're totally freaking fine.
It's like the brain of this
yeah.
distributed intelligence.
It's pretty wild.
Talking about the brain, we got something funny. We went to go chow down at Taco Bell. We learned something about something fairly intelligent and exciting and interesting and pilot error.
We did. If you are interested in getting the nacho box, the new nacho box
From Taco Bell.
from Taco Bell in Las Vegas,
In the entire valley.
you are SOL.
Here's why. There was a commercial plane that crash landed into the warehouse in California.
Aw.
I don't know if California is
Taking
affected.
out all of their nachos, all their tortilla chips.
No, seriously.
Yeah, it like took out all of on the Western Hemisphere.
So
all tortilla chips caught fire.
And
there's apparently
warehouse,
a corn shortage.
Yeah, now the valley is also short on corn. Not that I give a shit about corn.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
as far as the nacho box, that's sad. And starting next week, you will be able to get nacho fries again. I was simply
The fries are coming
disgusted.
back?
I was disgusted to learn that they were not there.
Yeah, I've been sad about the fries being gone. They're coming back.
They come back next week, right?
Next week.
There's no other fries than the nacho fries.
Yeah.
They're so good.
And you know what? But speaking of things changing.
Oh, yeah? You're looking at me dramatically?
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, let's get some dramatic music.
Oh, you picked the perfect stingers. I picked awful ones during my show.
You're fired.
No.
Oh, no. That'd be the worst way to fire a producer.
The Hank and I are going to start swimming.
Naked together.
We
I can do
are
that with
going
you
to
guys. You don't have
attempt
to fire me for that.
to get fit.
Yeah. We are
Like that's a big thing.
You know what? That's really funny.
I
What
love
you
this
didn't
idea
know.
of Mike getting fit. I mean, look at this guy. mean,
Yeah,
how
I was
much-
going to say what you didn't know. You
You've
were
got
looking
a
at
lot to
me,
do.
and Waz was looking at you, looking you up and down like this
Like,
motherfucker.
what? Oh, we're
You
going to
are-
get fit up in here.
This
gonna
guy's
happen.
extra small shirt screaming, "Let me out!" So
Yeah, dude, I haven't done anything in a while. I can feel the Taco Bell nacho box forming as we sit here speak. So let's go ahead and do some commercials.
Wait, but our first commercial, Alba.
Jessica Alba.
Hold on, let me make sure that. Yes, Alba Pizza, ALBA, sponsored our food today. We're eating Alba Pizza today.
Alba.
And
where's that located?
I don't actually know. They're new to my radar, but
That
I'm
sounds
eating
great.
it and deliciously loving it. The wings are really good too.
I like you
But-
made like a pizza sandwich too.
Yeah, I made a pizza sandwich. It's not like their top looks like this bottomy, but some freak over there in the other studio left in one of the boxes, not pizza bones, not crust, right? But like a slice of pizza that had the crust taken from it.
What?
They left just the good section.
What?
Meanwhile, I don't know how much they
That's
like
nuts.
fingered all over it or anything, so it's still like ruined. So
Yeah, like
you said Albo Pizza, right?
Alba, ALBA.
like Jessica Alba.
Yeah, they graciously provided our station food today here at RadioVegas.rocks, so be sure to hit them up, get some food, and mention Radio
Yeah,
Vegas.
that sounds pretty groovy.
RadioVegas.rocks recommended them.
And they deliver.
Yes, they do.
Anything can get delivered with Postmates, Uber Eats, or DoorDash, too.
That's right. And you might get lucky and get our very one and only producer delivering it.
Yeah, I might be.
You never know. You
If
never
you're
know.
good.
Yeah, if you're good. If you're a good little boy. All right, we're gonna get to some commercials. Just kind of keep the lights on in this place, and then when we come back, I quit.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Fade from Faded and Elevated, and I am so excited to talk to you guys about Deluxe Cleaning Service. Yeah, that's right. Miss Blanca Lopez, she is the cat's meow, y'all. She comes to your house. She comes to your office. She comes wherever you need her to go, and she cleans that sucker up like it's never been cleaned before. Yeah, that's right. She will come absolutely anywhere. Wherever you need her, she's there to keep you clean in the deluxe way.
What is Jesse Ray's Barbecue? Well, it's a tiny, unassuming place with a modest menu of platters, sandwiches, and house-made sauces. Located at 5611 South Valley View, by the smell alone, you're gonna know you're in the right place. Come try the award-winning slow-smoked ribs, chicken, pulled pork, hot links, and brisket. The sauce is also something to talk about, as you will want to eat it with every bite. Here's a tip. Their sauces are available for purchase. When people ask you, how do you like Jesse Ray's Barbecue? You'll say, like most people I know, I don't like it, I love it. Jesse Ray's Barbecue is 100% legit. Stop on by for a meal that will satisfy your barbecue-loving lips. Mention RadioVegas.rocks for 10% off your order. Jesse Ray's, located at 5611 South Valley View on the corner of Valley View and Russell. Come in, take a bite, find out why they're so award-winning.
Hello, my friends. I am here to tell you about Juan's Flaming Fajitas and Cantina, the best Mexican restaurant in all of Las Vegas, located at 9640 West Tropicana. The food is so fresh and so amazing, even your cousins can't tell the difference. Happy hour every day from 3 to 7. Great drink specials like the Corona Rita for $6. Whether you're into chimichangas, beans and rice, flautas, fajitas, we got that. Okay, if you need to call us, 702-823-1400. Juan's Flaming Fajitas and Cantina.
Hola! And welcome back to Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike and the Hank.
I was wrong.
Boomerang, Peter.
I was wrong about the pizza. It's
Albo pizza.
Like elbow.
Albo pizza. And if you're here in Las Vegas, you can enjoy it on South Las Vegas Boulevard.
ALBO.
Oh, so it's down
it's on the strip.
Town Square on the strip.
Yeah.
Super legit.
Super legit.
Super legit. All right, folks. I quit.
All right, so here we go.
I'm gonna cover some stories. I'm gonna cover some I quit letters. Okay?
Oh, so you're not actually gonna quit.
I want you guys to tell me which ones you like the most. Okay, we're gonna try to rank them. We're gonna banana scale these bad boys.
Banana.
Dear Nikki, I saw your email. Don't worry, I'm not mad. I can see why you would think I'm inconsistent and not much of a team player. I mean, that time I covered for your girlfriend when she had an emergency? Totally selfish of me. And let's not forget the fact that I only called out sick 2 times in the last 4 years. How inconsistent of me. So yeah, I get it. I'm sorry you feel that way, but that's life, huh? I'm sure this store will be much better off without me. Good luck with everything. Sincerely, blank. P.S. I'm not coming in tomorrow because fuck you. That's pretty good.
I want to guess who that was.
Yeah, right.
I think that was Donald.
See, I like it. I think that was pretty good. But it's a little snarkier than maybe I would like. So, but this next one is actually written on I'm going to see if we can get this on. Will you take this to the camera?
I got it.
Okay, you got it? So it's actually written on the Wendy's billboard. Oh, there it is. There it is, yeah. And it says, Greg, I quit. Now that's better. So, honestly, great use of a sign. I really like that one.
Time went into that.
Time went into this.
I like that.
I'd have to say that's like a 7 or an 8 on the banana scale.
I'm actually disappointed that it's at Wendy's though, because if I had to name a fast food joint, That's my joint.
This one was written on a napkin. It says Matt's official resignation. And then inside it says, I resignate. Peace out, bitches.
Whatever resonates to you, right?
Resignate.
Yeah, I resignate. We're gonna go ahead and let him get it. See if we can get that in there.
Well, you know, I mean,
It's so bright.
you have to. What's important in life?
Try this one. Send it that one.
Also, we didn't show these people.
Oh.
They saw really good just now.
Okay, good. There we go. Okay, the next one. Okay, so you ever been to like Lowe's, and you know they have like there's that little plastic sleeve, and they have the insert where it lists like the price of an item.
Yes.
So on there it's called the New Wave Pro Infrared Oven. And bullet points. First bullet point is digital control panel. The next bullet point is my boss is a prick. Next bullet point is comes with extender ring kit. Next bullet point is I'm quitting today.
That's fantastic.
Dude.
That's 12 bananas.
Dude,
I've
You want
never
to hold it up to that camera this one?
I've never provided 12 bananas. That's 12 bananas all day long.
A little lower. Give it a little tilt.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
There it
beautiful.
is. There it is. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah. I would be If I was the manager, I'd be so pissed.
This is good tent. I'm feeling that. You're pitching good tent today. This is good content.
Yeah, this is good,
Pitching
good
good
stuff.
tent.
So this was one that I thought was actually very clever. A guy sent in a card, but it's one of those cards like a condolence card, you know, when somebody dies.
Okay, yeah.
Even though you knew this time would come, there's no way to prepare your heart for such a loss. I am so sorry. And then written in hand ink, it says Alex Blank's 2 weeks notice.
Well, you know.
That's pretty good.
When
I think, to me, that's pretty clever.
yeah, that is fairly clever.
Hallmark
That's
style.
Hallmark style. Yeah. I thought that was pretty good. That's another good one. You know, like the movie theaters or like the Broadway signs that have their own big signs with the stickers, things you put up there.
Yeah, the marquee sign.
This one says, my boss can change his own damn sign. I quit.
Ooh, I love the proper spelling of this one.
Yeah.
My boss can change his own damn sign. He uses a 5. Oh, it says sign. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm blind anyway.
I quit.
Whoa, Tangle Hour.
Tangle hour. Show you that one.
Oh, crisp. There we go.
Boom. So this is good. So this guy sent a friend. His friend just quit his job. His friend just quit his job, and he did it by giving his boss an 8x10 framed photo of this.
Smell you later. T-bone. I like that.
He's riding a vacuum cleaner. That's clever, right?
It's very
He's
clever.
surfing a vacuum cleaner.
He's surfing a vacuum cleaner. There it is. There it is. I think that one was pretty good. I points for creativity.
Points for creativity.
I mean, that's so good. Doug, yeah, I'm gonna have to put in my 2 weeks notice. If you can go ahead and note my last day here was March 8th, that'd be great. This one, okay. So you ever worked someplace where you just a lot of shady shit goes down?
Yes.
And you can't stand it. And you're like, everybody in here like
Can kiss my ass.
can totally kiss my ass.
Yes.
So he wrote this on a giant one of those erase boards, one of those white marker boards.
Okay.
All right, you guys, it's been real shitty. Haha. See what I did there? But seriously, I've learned so much from working here the first year and a half. I've learned who steals. I've learned how they do it. I've learned who cheats the commission system. I've learned who does drugs at work. I've learned who knows about all of these things and covers it up. I've learned what else you've been covering up too. I've learned about the multitude of laws that this company violates. I've learned that it's time to switch markers. It started to go bad. I've learned that the worse you are at your job, the better your job security is.
Oh, yeah.
I've learned all of this and so much more. And thanks to the magic of the internet, soon everyone else will learn all about these things too. Enjoy it while it lasts. P.S. Can I still use you guys as a reference?
I don't know if it really held true in all industries that the worse you are, the better your job security. I would have had a lot fewer jobs in my life.
Really?
Because I definitely have. I've been let go of a couple jobs not for being the best at them.
What's been your worst job?
Verizon 411, and I was fired for relabeling a lot of the keys on the special keyboards they had.
Really?
Because there was all these blank keys and special keys that did special things to make 411 searching faster. And I would make the blank ones say things like summon Yoda or sent launch missile. One just said eggs. There was Lord of the Rings ones. They were like summon gnome. And the ones I got in trouble for were the ones that said like eject, kill self.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So, and they fired you.
Yeah.
Have you? What was your worst job?
My worst job,
Your worst.
or the job I got fired from?
Let's do both.
All right, my worst job. Well, my worst job, I'd say manual labor when I was 13 years old.
Manuel labor.
Sorry, Uncle. I know you're listening. It wasn't that bad though, because mostly I got to ride around and drive his car, which is a stick shift. I got to drive tractors. It was kind of fun. But I actually received a small amount of money, so I actually was expected to work. So like when it was time to like pick the pumpkin patch and shit like that, that was, one of my responsibilities, and it wasn't so much fun. One that I got fired from.
Yeah.
Well, all my friends at Golden Nugget know that I got fired from Golden Nugget for being disabled.
That's right, you did. That you gimp, you.
Yeah.
It's funny though, because we laugh about this all the time because you park as close as you possibly can.
Or in the handicap.
Because I'm disabled.
Yeah, well, sometimes it is tough though.
It is. It can be.
Thanks for making fun of my disability.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
that.
It's pretty funny.
It is funny. Disabilities are funny. I mean, you have to laugh at them. Otherwise, they're just going to get you down.
What,
right?
do you have any
For
disabilities? Sure. Like one of my disabilities for sure is I have to scratch my ass a lot. No, I'm just making that up. You got any disabilities?
I have 8 herniated discs. I've lost the curvature of my spine, and I'm just going to throw in a touch of scoliosis for good measure.
You've handled it well.
Thank you. Yep. I do
Suck
my best.
it up, Buttercup. All right.
That's what
so
I
let's
do.
move on to the
You seem pretty spry all
Right.
said.
Oh,
now.
let me see if I have any more.
There's only months of recovery.
Yeah. All right.
How about some news we never knew you needed?
I like it. Let's do that.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes. It's news, motherfucker.
So, Trump gave a warning to China, Washington State, stating that he would be sticking to his guns regardless of the consequences. President Trump warned China in a White House press briefing Thursday that its leaders should not underestimate his willingness to sacrifice the well-being of every single person in the United States. If you think for 1 second I'm about to back down on this trade war, you've clearly failed to grasp my complete indifference toward the entire population of my country, said the president, who affirmed his unwavering commitment to letting the price of consumer goods rise, even if it meant a certain number of American families might struggle to make ends meet or be forced to go hungry. I'm not about to lose the fight just because we have a bunch of farmers who depend on Chinese markets and workers who will lose their jobs if factories can't get Chinese raw materials. Believe me, I can tolerate a tremendous amount of this, of their pain. Trump went on to state that most Americans are great patriots and willing to suffer that he can get anything he wants.
Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely one way of framing it. I mean, we've got to be careful with that Huawei situation because that company is like legit Chinese spy software technology. And the routers and stuff that are cheap that could make our 5G network cheaper are only cheap because the Chinese government is subsidizing it and paying part of the fee. And then they could just like flip a switch and shut down our whole like wireless network if we did that.
There's also issues with the 5G towers, right? Aren't they causing a little more radiation than was anticipated?
No, I looked into that, and I am like a
So it's bullshit.
RF engineer. Yeah, it is. 5G is going to be totally fine unless they're Huawei towers that they tweak to give us bad radiation, because that could happen. That could legitimately be a health risk from using Huawei technology from a country that we're at war with.
Speaking of health risks, do you believe our planet has been infiltrated by UFOs?
Absolutely.
Well, National Enquirer did a survey, as it turns out. Oh, I love that I can do this. That's cool. So it's revealed that American pilots have reported going eyeball to eyeball with alien spacecraft. And the government has finally admitted to the possibility that we are not alone.
Oh, my.
What's more, government documents have revealed that UFOs have been reported, UFOs have been reported may be conducting surveillance missions on military bases in the southeastern United States.
Oh, wow.
And there's apparently there's a thing here. You could vote yes, there's no way that we are the only beings in the universe, or no, UFOs are just science fiction fantasy.
Well,
those are the only two options, because statistically, of course, there's probably other beings in the universe.
I mean, let's hit yes and see what the results
so
say.
I mean, I think it's absurd to think that we haven't been visited. I think it's absurd to think that we haven't obtained any of their mechanics.
So the National Enquirer.
You think they'd give us tube TVs that we've already replaced with better technology and shit?
Right.
Everything we supposedly got from aliens, we replaced with better shit we've come up with.
They gave us.
Well, it's kind of insulting as an electrical engineer. Like, if you like study enough electronics and like history of electronic technology, it's really hard to think that aliens helped us anywhere along the way, because we made so many dumb mistakes leading to what we currently have.
Without doubt.
Yeah.
But there's gotta.
It's fun to dream that there's other folks out there, and it's
Hold
possible
on,
that
Waz,
they've sneakily visited us.
Are you telling me that you're a non-believer?
I'll tell you.
Waz.
If something visited us, great, totally possible. But it's also so convenient when we have a military with a history of like that triangle-shaped stealth bomber.
Oh, right.
That like the government was like,
they
let us
the
draw
B2.
paintings of that thing forever. Like consider it a UFO, and the government was like, sure, there's aircrafts we can't identify, because they're not going to want to identify it as our secret thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's true.
And that's how it is with drone technology now. The government has crazy drone technology that they don't want other countries to know we have.
Hell no.
No, it's aliens, sure.
Yeah, and they've been doing drone stuff for a long time. So they've only had 29 people vote. Way to go, National Enquirer. And 97% say yes.
I think we. Do you think we have?
What if that's ghosts?
Absolutely.
What if it's interdimensional? Because, I mean, for light, even light, to travel from the nearest stars that could have a planet around them that could support life we know it, would take light thousands of years. So they would have.
Do you know where they say one of the most alien-infested locations on the planet is?
Well, I'll be honest.
And this is the God's honest truth. Do you want me to tell you where it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Colorado Springs.
Oh, okay. Because it's so high up there.
I have no idea why, but they
just see hella aliens there.
Apparently, like there's like a whole like. In fact, there was a thing on Netflix about this one specific guy who apparently kept having run-ins with aliens like over and over and over again, and he claims that he'd even been abducted, and then had like another.
I wish aliens would abduct my
He apparently had like a
ex-wife.
whole nother life. And with another woman, and they had a baby. He claims.
I had that dream.
Right. Well,
that an alien took your whore ex-wife. Or are we talking about different?
He
things?
describes this woman perfectly, but has never actually met her, nor does he know her. And then years later, at a party, he runs into her, and she runs into him, and they recognize each other, and they both have the same story.
Can I say, what if it's a multiple dimension thing? What
Could
if there's
be.
just other dimensions with other versions of our matter
So like Earth
layered on top
14?
of this one?
Like,
I'm
you
not
mean
gonna
like,
give 'em
like
numbers.
baloney and Miracle Whip?
Well, yeah.
Earth
sure.
62. Dimension Earth 62.
Yeah, 14 was too low of a number. I'm going to agree with 62.
Okay, I like that.
But yeah, I mean, like, if something could visit us from another dimension, I think easier than from another physical location in this dimension. And from what we're learning about quantum physics, I think that's just more plausible.
You still think we landed on the moon? All right. Well, Twitch came out with something
You do not
interesting.
want to trigger me on that.
Well, Twitch just came out with some information. Mike and myself are very excited. We may just partake in this.
Okay.
Huge news for Twitch fans everywhere.
Did you say huge nudes?
Huge news for Twitch fans everywhere. The streaming platform just announced that they will now allow users to be nude as long as everyone promises not to get aroused or do anything weird.
Oh, it's like a checkbox.
That's right.
Yeah.
So long as all 15 million users agree they won't be turned on by the change, it looks like the dream of gaming personalities and esports champions being able to live stream while naked is finally coming true. We feel confident that
is
Twitch
a lot
users
of ugly human beings. I just want to just go out there and say that.
Well, I mean, I think that means that you can game or stream while you're naked. That doesn't mean you're like, hey, here's my willy. I mean, you're gaming.
Well, that's the thing is I try to use it to control like the joystick or something.
Oh yeah, you can't do that.
No?
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
Not with the curvature. You'll mess things up.
Practice.
We feel confident that Twitch users are mature enough to handle watching their favorite streamers play like Fortnite or Dota 2 completely in the buff without being creeps about it, said Twitch CEO Emmett Shear, stressing that he hoped that the service's user base was not so small-minded as to view the unclothed human body through a sexual lens.
Ronnie
Of
says,
course,
see you guys, I'm going to watch Twitch.
my man. Of course, this is only going to work if all of you pledge not to get titillated by seeing Twitch icons like Ninja or TSM Myth completely undressed. Yes.
I don't even know who those people are.
Oh well, you know who Ninja is.
Yeah.
He's the guy
fella.
from Fortnite. He's the number one
guy from Fortnite.
right? Doesn't he play Fortnite?
He
I don't
does,
know.
though, yeah.
Yeah.
You know
totally.
you know who a ninja is?
Of course.
I've
Yeah.
never even heard
Yeah,
of
I
this guy.
follow a little
Yeah,
bit
come on.
YouTube culture.
Do you? Okay.
Which overlaps Twitch culture.
Gotcha.
But meanwhile, like, I love this because Twitch, has like a nipple detection algorithm, right?
No way.
Twitch has like an advanced AI that's just to detect nips, and it will automatically ban users.
Well, here it goes.
Wow.
Yes, their genitals will be visible, but just don't touch yourself down there or do anything else disgusting like
Can't
that.
touch it.
Yeah. So I mean, what they're saying is they're going to monitor it. So as long as you can be respectful and just do what you do in game, you should be okay. But if you're going to be a weirdo about it and touch your
How would you like to
We're
be
gonna
that
get
guy
so many
watching
people banned.
15 million wieners?
Yeah, let's be honest. If you're gaming on Twitch, it's not like you're playing with your wanker master anyway. You're playing the game, so I don't really, it's whatever. For somebody like me who wants to roll out of bed and just go straight to the gaming system, I think it'd be a lot of fun. I just
What if
don't
I'm
stream.
just playing like dominoes or something? I can kind of multitask. I get horny playing dominoes,
No, I believe that.
right?
You got to knock him over with something.
Yeah, knock them dominoes over,
This is
bro.
people playing mahjong that are getting all those
Yeah.
watchers on Twitch.
Yeah. Let's see.
So many people are going to get banned from Twitch now for getting naked on it.
Well, I got to be honest, folks. I don't know when it goes live. All I can tell you is that Twitch announced it. I wouldn't recommend that you just go showing off yourself.
Wait till they give you the legal document to sign.
Wait till
Yeah.
the check boxes
Get
appear
the-
in your control panel.
Yeah, get the green light. So you're a big Peter Quill fan, right?
Who's that? Queeter Pill?
Peter Quill?
Queeter Pill?
Queeter Pill?
Yep.
Why?
Why what?
Why
Queeter Pill?
are you a Peter Quill fan?
Queeter Pill?
Queeter Pill.
Peter Quill?
Peter Quill.
Why am I a fan of Peter Petrosian?
Quitter Peel.
Well, here's the thing. He can't really do anything special, but he's just got this incredible confidence and hilaritiness that he's stuck in like the 80s. Dude, it's just the best.
But he's like a half god, though.
Right, but I mean, like, he doesn't really like exude any type of like incredible superpowers. You know what I mean? He just, I think his comes off almost in the form of like luck in a way.
All right. Luck in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Space police officer, Peter Quill.
Queeterpill.
Is that your favorite character of all time? To even include like DC and stuff? I know DC's.
No, I just like Peter Quill, but I'm not. Star-Lord's cool,
why
but
are
he's
we
not like my
including
favorite.
DC? Sorry.
If I had
Who's your favorite character of all time?
Character in anything?
Of all time.
Daria. From MTV's Daria, who's actually a spin-off from Beavis and Butthead. Did you know?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I'm.
You like how quick I was with my answer?
Well, I actually
That's
was.
how you know I mean it.
Meaning like Marvel or DC kind of thing. I'm not really following the Butthead thing. I should.
MTV Universe?
Cornhole.
Come on, what about Trent?
TP for my
Trent was like my second favorite.
Max. And then the guy that had the giant thing living in his brain.
Oh, Krang from Ninja Turtles?
No.
Is that?
No.
Is that Marvel? Because
No,
Krang
that's-
was Ninja Turtles Marvel?
Was Ninja
They're
Turtles
Disney,
Marvel?
right?
That's not Marvel.
No, it's not. I don't think it is.
Waz is over here pulling my arm.
I mean, it's probably Iron Man. I'm sorry to be lame, but that's my boy.
My God.
Sorry.
Well, so
I ain't gonna lie. He's no Daria, but if we're talking Marvel, and this is like my favorite show. I've been rewatching it.
which one? Daria?
Daria,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
If I had, okay, so like
Shout out
Spider-Man,
90s kids.
As a kid, Spider-Man was easily, one of my favorites. He's like your classic, iconic.
You're wearing a shirt.
Exactly. I'm wearing a Spider-Man shirt, but I'm also
Worthy.
I'm a huge fan of Daredevil and another character called Moon Knight, who is like, those are like probably some of my favorite characters.
Moon Knight sounds like a Final Fantasy thing.
Right? He is like, he like gets like
That's Marvel
some
as
sort
well.
of like Egyptian type powers, and he wears all white, but he fights crime like at night. It's pretty interesting.
It's hard to keep his costume clean.
Yeah, but he does.
It's amazing. That's a
Yeah.
power.
He's got
itself.
somebody for that. Let's be real.
Yeah.
that dismiss.
He's got people.
He's got people.
He's basically he's honestly like Marvel's version of Batman.
All right. I mean, Batman's the one thing Marvel is missing, except Iron Man kind of is Batman.
Is Batman, right? But they have it. It's Moon Knight. It's just he's not as well known of a character.
Cool.
What
I
about
love
you?
Moons and
I would
Knights.
love to watch that. I think after I watched
We'll have to check out some.
Yeah,
we'll have to
what's your
check out
top
some
three
digital stuff?
Hank fellas? What's your top three Hank characters?
my top 3.
Was I missing him chasing
Yeah.
the dog?
Oh, I asked him about Peter Quill because I knew that he's a Guardians fan.
Peter
So-
Quill. Peter Quill, is that like Sarah Quill?
That's Star Lord.
That's Star-Lord, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
From Guardians.
You just said it like a children's medication. Peter Quill.
So everybody knows that I love Batman. I'm just disappointed in what they do in the movies.
No,
Right.
your love of Batman, does it make you love DC? Or are you kind of
it
aware of
actually
the
makes
whole...
it makes me dislike DC because I feel like they do Batman an injustice.
I know,
I
because
prefer watching the
The
fired
character
Val
they
Kilmer.
do best. They do quite an injustice.
in Injustice League.
Sorry to be a DC hater.
I prefer to watch my Batman or learn my Batman or go through my Batman through like Arkham Knight or Arkham Asylum
It's
through
because
Xbox games.
It's because they
Video
fired
game
Val
Batman.
Kilmer. Let's be honest.
It's probably my favorite Kilmer.
Easily.
Was he the one that brought nipples to the suit?
You bet.
I
It
thought that
was.
was Clooney was the first nipple suit.
He's got him in
No, I think-
in Batman Forever.
Yeah, I thought Forever was Clooney. I mixed it up.
But in Clooney, he's got him too. But his are like far more pronounced.
Yeah, I thought he's the nipples I noticed.
Yeah.
As far as my second and third, I feel like I have to jump on the bandwagon a little bit.
Are you going to be with Stark? Are you going to come to Stark Club?
I actually...
Tony.
It's actually funny you mentioned that because I actually...
Oh!
I hate Tony Stark and everything that he stands for. I won't say anything. But no, the answer is absolutely not. Deadpool.
Cool.
I love Deadpool.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with Deadpool.
I also have quite the love for Doctor Strange.
Oh, good.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Here's the thing. I was sad after Infinity War. You can ask Mad Mike. I was probably pissing in the wind several times a week asking him, do you think that Doctor Strange is going to come back? And he's like, how can he come back if he's dead? And this is obviously before Endgame and all that good stuff. So, But anyway,
I was trying my best to like mitigate. You know, I know what's gonna happen, but I don't want you to.
But yeah, Doctor Strange is probably. I'd say that I like everything about Doctor Strange probably the most. Doctor Strange and all of his abilities, especially with the.
He's
with
easily
the
one of the
time.
most powerful characters in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
So just for the people watching, what Mike showed me were some different Batmans, and it's clear that Val Kilmer and Clooney both had very similar nipples.
Yes.
But the field of empty space above the nipples on Clooney was more prominent.
Correct.
So the nipples were more noticeable because all the abs looked like a bunch of extra nipples on Val Kilmer's. He was shiny ab Batman. Clooney had some matte finish.
Clooney's a bigger guy anyway.
He actually is kind of a bigger guy. So is Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. That sounds like a prescription drug.
Yeah.
Try Ben Affleck.
And,
May cause you to hate yourself.
From your afflictions, Ben Affleck.
But if tried anally.
Whoa. Hey-oh. Just ask Jennifer Garner. Oh. So, I cannot believe he married Jennifer Garner. She looks like she's not pretty to me.
Oh, don't do that.
She's got to have her moments.
Don't do that.
I know.
Don't do
like
that.
I didn't even like her in the Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck.
Stop it.
Jennifer Garner plays Elektra.
She's hot.
She's not.
I'll take her. Don't worry. It's all right.
Babe,
Jennifer,
I'm sorry, but if she came up and she's like, "Hey,
Jennifer
what's up?"
Garner?
I'm just saying.
No, I wouldn't.
You can keep thinking that.
I'd be like, get away from me, horse face.
Oh my
And I'd
God, you're
spray her
so
with mace.
disrespectful.
I'd put her in my stable.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'd give her some oats.
No.
Play some commercials.
Some of those oats. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're sowing them oats.
Oh man. All right, we're gonna do some commercials. We'll be back. Two clueless dudes.
Hey Mario, thanks for hanging out.
Hey, thanks for inviting me. Who are we waiting on again?
Dan.
Oh, really? So we can hear him talk about getting naked again?
Guys, you wouldn't believe the amazing weekend I had this weekend.
You got naked.
Yeah, I went out on this date with this chick. All of a sudden, we went to the movies, and then all of a sudden, guess what?
You got naked.
Yeah, and then the next day, look at the French braid in my hair. I went to my niece's birthday party, and guess what happened after that?
You got naked?
Yeah, and then oddly enough, the next day I was playing bridge with my mom and her friends, and then right after that, guess what happened?
You got naked.
Yeah, hey, how did you guys know this? You know what? Tell you the truth, I'm actually kind of feeling hungry right now. What do you guys say we get naked?
Why do you want to get naked to eat?
Again.
Oh, that's so weird.
Who said anything about getting naked? I want to get pizza.
Visit nakedcitylv.com for the location nearest you.
Please wear pants.
Hey, have you guys ever heard about HempWorks? I have. It's the highest quality hemp-derived CBD oil you can get. They have 11 incredible hemp-derived CBD products in the HempWorks brand. The products consist of 6 tinctures, 3 topicals, and 2 pet products, which all utilize CO2 extracted hemp oil grown in Kentucky. That's the good stuff. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee, so it's totally risk-free. If you don't like it, money-back guaranteed. Contact Heather B. Centers on Facebook or happyhealthyfamily5@gmail.com and get your HempWorks CBD oil today.
Hey, realtors, are you looking for a new or unique way to sell that house or property? Bouncing Tiger Studios comes from creator Blaine Childer. How about an idea that you have for a new car or travel commercial? Maybe you're working on a movie that just needs some amazing aerial shots. With Bouncing Tiger Studios, you can get those breathtaking aerials along with some elegant edits with superb direction for that movie, commercial, or real estate property that you're trying to sell. If you can imagine it, they can elevate your production. Shot in 4K. Bouncing Tiger Studios lets you create with limitless possibilities. Bouncing Tiger Studios, they're just getting started. For more information, visit them online at bouncingtigerstudios.co or visit them on Facebook.
Yo, welcome back to Two Clueless Dudes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, what he said.
Okay, so apparently somebody actually wrote a reason, wrote down their reason for why the Batsuit had nipples. Apparently there is a reason. Apparently Batman creator Bob Kane walked around the Batman Forever set going, who ever heard of nipples on the Batsuit? So let me get into this. One of the regular sticks used to beat Joel Schumacher's pair of Batman films with was a decision to put nipples on the Batsuit worn by Val Kilmer in Batman Forever. It's not the main area of contention with the films, certainly, but let's just go with that it didn't help. Digging through my back catalog of magazines, I discovered an old issue of Premiere Magazine, dating back to the film's release in May of 1995. As it turns out, even before the film came out, and even before the World Wide Web as we know it today had risen, the nipples were already an issue. In a big interview piece to promote the film just prior to its release, Jim Carrey, who played the Riddler in the movie, recalled that it pissed off Bob Kane. The late Bob Kane and the co-creator with Bill Finger of Batman. So Bob Kane was one of the creators of Batman, okay? Bob Kane was walking around going, I never put nipples on a Batsuit. Who ever heard of nipples on the Batsuit? We hear you, Bob. So whose decision was it? Director Joel Schumacher's ultimately. I knew it. Yep. In the same article, he had said that Bob Kane doesn't understand why Chris O'Donnell, Robin, has an earring and Batman has nipples. I told him, it's the 90s, Bob. Pumped up. That was his reason. So the entire reason the Batsuit has nipples is because it's the 90s.
Yeah.
Schumacher added that I wanted a very sexy, very sensual, very body-hugging suit. It's my Gotham City, and I want Batman to have nipples. He's going to have nipples.
I say more power to it, though, because, like, our gay homies got the best taste for camp, though, right?
They do.
When you're looking for really... Batman had this campy history. I feel like it's okay to have a couple of the movies that are hella campy. And if they're also, like, nipply, too,
fine.
Cool. It might not be for me, that part, but, like, the rest of the take on it, like, honestly, I appreciate it.
There's nothing wrong with a little camp sometimes. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Apparently, the quote needs a little context, and there's a light-hearted feel to the interview. The full piece certainly doesn't read as though Schumacher is dictating to Kane how Batman should be. He did add that I can't understand why nipples on a man would be such a shocking thing. And a production designer, Barbara Ling, noted that the idea was to get an anatomical kind of look.
The thing is, there's no areolas, and
It's
there's
just a little bump.
They're not cylinders
I
either.
thought
They're
there
like a
were.
little bump.
I thought there was an areola. Come on.
How about this?
There's very much not an areola.
In 2014...
How do you do a titty twister?
Right?
You can't. It's like a nub, but there's not even a solid cylinder to grab hold of.
I didn't even
That's
realize...
why Bruce Wayne was always so pissed.
I didn't realize that Batman Forever came out in 1995. It feels like it came out like yesterday.
Yeah.
What I really did love.
Oh,
I loved that
man.
movie. So in 2014, Schumacher talked to Variety, and he admits he remains surprised that the nipples remain so controversial. Yes, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I think that will be on my gravestone. It's how it will be remembered, he said.
I feel
he put
bad
nipples
for
on the Batsuit.
The poor guys that can't enjoy their own nipples. I feel bad for these people.
Right?
What does the world come to?
Yeah. But as is often forgotten, Batman Forever was seen at the time of its release as a resurgence of the Batman series. It was the biggest box office hit of 1995, made more than Tim Burton's Batman Returns, and set the series up for a fast turnaround leading to 1997's Batman and Robin. The rest, you very well know.
You guys remember the green
This is-
question mark that was in the sky above Vegas for all those years?
Yes, that was
a lot
so
of people
cool.
don't remember. It was really cool.
That was so cool.
Must have been before my
So,
time.
like, you may
lasers.
not like Batman Forever, but you have to respect Batman Forever because
No,
it
I
was
don't.
because
For sure.
of Batman Forever that you get any more Batman movies at all.
For sure.
I don't know about that.
Because it was so successful. It was so
if it
successful.
didn't reach who it did and make the money back that it did, there wouldn't be the
They
funding.
would have dropped it.
for the risks they took in future Batmans.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
That's how it works.
Because you got to remember, after that they did the Batman.
It's Batman and Robin.
Batman
2
and
years
Robin,
later.
and then after that, the next one was the Christopher Nolan series.
Yeah, and it took that gap was confident because they're like, we know we can do whatever weird crap with Batman. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
With Christopher Nolan, you can go nuts.
But see, the problem with the Christopher Nolan Batman, like the first one was really good, it was pretty cool. The second one was pretty okay. The second one had this awesome villain in Heath Ledger, but the movie was so long that I wanted to stab my eyes out with a Jolly
The
Rancher.
Heath Ledger one?
Yeah,
No
dude,
one's
it's
ever said something
3
bad about that
hours
movie.
long. Dude, it's way too long.
I never heard someone say that.
I just
Yeah, me neither.
I wanted to die.
It's the only Batman series that I like, and you want to be disrespectful.
Yeah, it's dude. I'm sorry. I'm gonna come out and say it. The Dark Knight, while it had a great villain, was paced horribly.
Disagreed.
Horribly, and parts of it were unnecessary.
There was a couple parts that dragged a little bit.
Yeah, it's the God's honest truth. And
Just a
I mean,
couple
still a good
touches.
movie. I'm not gonna say it's a bad movie. It's a good movie. It's different because you watch. I don't know if you've seen Endgame yet, but you watch Endgame, and that's a 3-hour movie.
You know, another movie had that problem. So Endgame, when it was paced really well at 3 hours, I felt like.
Yeah.
But Doctor Strange also had a couple slow parts.
You had a couple for him. Okay. I feel you.
I where?
I love that movie.
Ronnie agrees with me. He says it was too long. It was too long. It was a good movie, but it's too fucking long.
Where?
Okay.
Where was it?
One of those parts where two
slow?
people say things back and forth, and then they say more things back and forth.
The monologuing type
And then the
deal?
camera switches, and it's a different person saying more stuff about whimsical things. That's just description of the colors we're going to look at swooshing around in a minute anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw Doctor Strange and Black Panther back to back. Liked the visual effects better. And
Black Panther.
In Doctor Strange
I agree.
because I like
Oh,
that
really?
Inception.
Yeah.
Okay,
Super
Black
awesome.
Panther. Loved the color.
Yeah.
As like I don't usually notice color grading on something, but the colors were so vivid without being oversaturated.
Color was awesome.
But
Hated the villain.
The
God,
really brave,
Michael.
unrealistic, or
Hated
like realistic can't be possible in real life.
Yeah.
Visual effects in Doctor Strange I loved, but Black Panther it seemed like they cared more about the pacing of it. There was more. They felt like they were more worried about how it was going to be. So
The
it seemed more
pace is
thought
pretty
out.
good. Yeah, the pace in Black Panther is actually
It
pretty
was
good.
better paced. I felt.
I just didn't like the villain, man. I just felt like he was just this whiny little brat.
Yeah, I hate bratty villains.
He was a bratty villain. That's what he was. He was a bratty villain.
Great point.
We've already discussed this.
We have.
We discussed this offline. We discussed that you're wrong.
We discussed
that he's a U.S. military special operative, and he's
who completely
gaining,
throws all of that shit out the window and
he's-
becomes a little punk. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense.
It
They are
weakens
trained.
it weakens the heroes to have weaker villains.
Honestly, had they never brought up that he had done any of that service, had they never brought it up, the movie would have actually been better to me.
Oh my!
But
no,
because-
absolutely not.
Because
it-
they say, well, he's a super trained. Then why didn't he use any of it?
He was in
Why
the
did he
he was
just
in the
go in there and
process
be
of doing
super-
so.
No, he
though.
didn't. He never did. He literally just went in there all angry. Oh, I'm gonna be the king now.
Are you still gonna quit?
I'm like,
Are you
come
still
on.
gonna quit?
I quit.
All right. Well, before we lose the opportunity last week, like we did, I have a really funny story, a Reddit revenge. Except this time it's actually not Reddit.
Is it about Black Panther?
It's not about Black Panther. It's about it's actually a customer review on Amazon, which is going to be a first for me.
Okay.
It's in reference to a thermostat, but.
And now.
So, this gentleman, March 26, 2014, states in the subject, she took the house, the dog, the 401k, but I still control the thermostat. So here we go. This is review.
I know where this is going.
This review is from, well, it doesn't matter. Who cares? My former wife loves to take expensive vacations. We live in Ohio, which doesn't exactly have extravagant places to see unless you like to watch grass growing or interstate construction. I'm from Missouri. I know the same damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
While we make okay money, I'm convinced she felt the need to single-handedly improve the U.S. economy by taking elaborate vacations. You know, Broadway shows in New York City, gambling in Las Vegas. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Bangarang,
Spas
Peter.
in Arizona, sightseeing in San Francisco. The airlines know me so well they ask.
Dick slapping in Detroit.
The airlines know me so well they ask me about my dog when I call to make reservations. His name's Fred. In my attempt to try and save whatever I could so the princess could have her nice things, I bought this Honeywell Wi-Fi enabled device so I could just adjust the HVAC while we were away piling up massive amounts of debt on Mickey Mouse watches. That'd be fun. At least they sound like they're going to Disney.
Oh, Mickey Mouse watches? I actually have a couple.
Actually,
Believe it or not, I do.
I thought we could save a few bucks by keeping the temp cool in the winter and warm in the summer. The device was easy to install. I did not have the blue connector, so I had to repurpose the green one. This required an adjustment to the actual HVAC unit. In our home, there were plenty of videos on YouTube to demonstrate how to do this. Within an hour, I was up and running. The device works flawlessly. You can adjust the temp from anywhere you have Wi-Fi or cellular signal. Little did I know that my ex had found someone that had a little bit more money than I did and decided to make other travel plans.
Nice.
Those plans included her no longer being my wife and finding a new travel partner, Carl, a banker. Fucking Carl.
We can see you, Carl.
We can see you. We can see you, Carl.
We can see you, Carl.
She took the house, the dog, and a good chunk of my 401k.
Ouch.
But didn't mess with the wireless account access point or the Wi-Fi enabled Honeywell thermostat.
Oh, noob.
Since the past Ohio winter has been so cold, I've been messing with the temp while the new lovebirds are sleeping. Doesn't everyone want to wake up at 7 a.m. to 40-degree home?
Yes!
When they are away on the weekend getaways, I crank up the heat to 80 degrees and back down to 40 before they arrive home. I can only imagine what their electricity bill must be. It makes me smile. I know this won't last forever, but but I can't help but smile every time I log in and see that it still works. I also can't wait for a warmer weather when I can crank up the heat up to 80 degrees while the lovebirds are sleeping. After all, who doesn't want to wake up to 80 degrees just in the middle of June?
That's going to be amazing.
That would suck, right? Be sweating balls in your own house, 80 degrees in June.
Ironically,
oh my God.
So our thermostats, because we have a big house, we have zones. So you can have two zones going at completely different temperatures. So we literally could, theoretically, like make my dad's room like into a sauna if we wanted to, just with our phone.
We should do that.
It's pretty hilarious.
We should do that just to say
He'd be so mad, dude. My dad would be, this thing's fucking broken. He'd be so mad, dude. He'd be so mad.
I had a house with two regular thermostats, and my roommate insisted on just using one of the thermostats and one of the air conditioners. But the way the house was built,
You have to use both.
yeah, or it broke. It broke all the time
Well, I was
because it
gonna say,
wasn't built to do a whole house.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Did you know that you actually can't close 3/4 of your vents with the AC? You'll actually freeze your AC out.
Yeah, you can freeze it out.
I've seen
If you go if you go below 71 degrees, you run the risk of blowing out your AC.
I've chipped the ice off my condenser.
Yeah, that's pretty
Or if you
wild.
don't use an air filter, it'll build up ice in the condenser from the extra airflow too sometimes.
Oh, so there you go.
Yep. FYI, we just dropped some knowledge on you.
Yeah, we just told you different ways to
Boom.
not break your AC.
Or if you have a landlord that's a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's it.
Just helping you out.
So there's a new series that just came out on Hulu. It's only a 6-show series, but I am kind of interested to watch. It's called Good Omen. Have you heard of it yet? No? It's based off of a Terry Pratchett novel.
Oh, it's one of my mom's favorite books. I never read it.
Dude,
but
my mom
she was
loves
really into it.
My mom loves Terry Pratchett too.
Yeah, we've got Terry Pratchett moms. High five.
Pratchett moms. Oh yeah.
Your
He's
mom's name's Martha.
He's an English.
My mom's name's Martha.
He's an English author that deals mostly in satirical comedy.
I
fantasy.
thought it was in English.
Yeah, he's English. Yeah, but yeah, the whole Martha thing is. I mean, that's another joke. Or you know what? Why bother with Amazon Prime when you could spend $75 a year and watch Swamp Thing?
No. Josh will be the only person in Radio Vegas watching Swamp Thing.
Even Disney Plus, which is going to have a lot of content. They just said they're doing the Falcon and
Which releases
Winter
in
Soldier.
November, by the way.
Yeah, Disney bought everything. It's going to be solid.
It's going to be great, and it's only like $6 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like $6.99. Your wife told me it's on the Our Diz Life Instagram blog.
That's right. Check out ourdizlife.com, or go right to the Instagram. Just type in Our Diz Life, OUR, and you'll come up with our
all kinds of
my
Diz
wife's
information.
Disney account, and it's huge. And she's always got a lot of the latest and greatest information and lots of cool content.
Yeah.
Oh, Deborah just watched Good Omens on Amazon Prime last night. How did you like it? Was it any good? I'm kind of excited to see it. I really like the actors. David Tennant is one of the actors, and he was, as you all know, Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And he also played the Purple Man in the first season of Jessica Jones. And he was an amazingly incredible villain. He is the only reason to watch. If you don't have a reason to watch Jessica Jones, let him be the reason. He's that good in it. Amazing.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Jessica Jones? It's one of the Marvel. Basically, it's.
I should have guessed the name's alliteration. Names are always alliteration if Stan Lee wrote them.
Yeah. So Jessica Jones was she decided to become a superhero. She has super strength. She can jump really far.
How did she get it?
Jumping Jessica Jones.
There's
Jumping
something out of
Jessica
that.
Jones.
But what
Stanley
happened
loved
was she
alliteration.
winds up, while being a superhero, she winds up getting her mind taken over by the Purple Man, this guy, the Purple Man, known as Kilgrave. And he basically convinces her to attack the Avengers, along with doing all kinds of like horrible things. For like 2 years, she's stuck under this guy's control. And she winds up attacking the Avengers, gets her ass kicked. She finally breaks out of his control and decides to become a private investigator and gives up completely on the life of trying to be a hero.
Her superheroage?
Yeah. So it's pretty interesting, and she's like a horrible raging alcoholic. It's a pretty good show.
Wow,
actually. Yeah. Jessica
that's
Jones
edgy.
is very very oniony. Yeah,
Wow.
very layered. It's a good show.
I love onions.
Yeah, and they're releasing the third season of Jessica Jones. The final season comes out, I think, in a couple of months. But Deborah said she really loved it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see it. It's only I think it's only like 6 episodes, and I don't think they'll do any more. It's just like a mini series. But I'm excited to see that. And have you seen Jack Black? No, Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan, no.
It's also on Amazon Prime. It stars Jim from The Office. Did you ever see The Office?
I love Jim.
Dude, Jim from The Office is great. So Jim Krasinski, he also was the writer and director for A Quiet Place. I don't know if you ever saw that film.
I haven't.
Fantastic film. Highly worth watching. Right?
Yes.
We liked A Quiet Place. Check that out.
Way better than
Jack Ryan
Bird
was really
Box
good.
or whatever the hell it was.
Oh, yeah, because we watched A Quiet Place and A Bird Box.
And that was trash.
Yeah, I hated Bird
No
Box.
Sandra
one's
Bullock.
talking about Bird Box
Sandra
anymore.
Bullock
No.
she's hot, but that's about
Yeah.
all that they had going for that
Even
movie.
for like she's definitely not.
Oh,
a
John
spring chicken.
Malkovich,
She was in
his
that?
20-minute part
Yep.
was fantastic.
But she is great, and as much as I love Sandra Bullock, she can honestly do no wrong, and I don't blame her for this movie. She tried everything she could to save
Oh, she
this
was
movie.
fantastic. We did a review.
well
I don't know.
reviewed.
We did a review on
We did.
Bird Box, and I didn't score it very high, but I
No,
loved
neither one of us did.
I loved the cast. John Malkovich is huge for me. We
Yeah.
just
Have you ever seen the movie
Keisha and
Being
I-
John Malkovich?
Yeah. Keisha and I just finished watching the Ted Bundy tapes. So actually, when we get home tonight, we're probably going to watch the actual movie, with Zac Efron.
And that got panned on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know why. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Maybe it's just because I didn't know much about the Ted Bundy. I
Watch
thought
the
they were talking
tapes.
about like Al Bundy. Like for all I knew, I didn't know who, like from Love and Marriage.
I know who you're talking about.
That's who I thought we were talking. Something like that.
Put
I
your
don't know who
hand in
Ted
your
Bundy
pants.
is.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be
Married
honest
with
with you.
Children.
Listening to Ted Bundy's tapes, listening to him talk, and listening to his watching his mannerisms.
Do they have any of his actual confessions on there?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Okay.
But you're not going to get it until the very end.
Okay, that's fine. I figured.
But
I was wondering if
that dude, if you could ever imagine, he's literally the U.S.'s, and we're out of time here, but he's literally the U.S.'s Jack Ripper. He's literally the scariest possible thing you could ever imagine.
Do you think he was scarier than like Jeffrey Dahmer?
Fuck yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely petrifying.
Ed Gein? Do you know who Ed Gein is?
Ed Gein.
Enron?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people do.
That was yeah.
He's the guy that
he'd
Texas
wear you.
Chainsaw
He'd wear
Massacre
you.
is based off of.
Yeah, he murdered some people and wore their skin.
But it didn't start off that way. It was him and a buddy, and they would actually rob graves and then use the skin from people that were already dead.
Oh.
However, his buddy decided he had enough and didn't want to do it anymore. So his buddy basically quit on him and left.
There's more fun things to do than that.
He couldn't dig
Yeah,
up a
but
body
not-
on his
not
own.
much more.
He couldn't dig up a body on his own in enough time, so he got desperate. And that's when he started killing
Enough
people.
time? There's a deadline?
Apparently, like he could.
Well, that's in the very small print.
I mean, you got to figure. It's hard for one person. Not only do you have to dig it up, you have to pull up the body, get it out, get it into the car.
It does seem laborious.
It seems a little difficult for like one man to do. So he just resorted to killing. I mean, it's more convenient, and he was able to keep the hobby going.
Totally more convenient.
Yeah.
All right,
is
folks.
that a takeaway?
Yeah, that's our takeaway.
That's our takeaway. That's our takeaway.
If you're going to wear skin, take it fresh.
Oh,
Wear it
also,
foreskin.
Before we leave, there will be no show on Friday. There's a big festival going on for RadioVegas.rocks. So still please tune in to Radio Vegas Rocks to download the app if you haven't got it. Get the entry into Aerosmith for a chance to win. That's super awesome. Just by
make
downloading
sure that you
the app.
download the app and you have to register. Register the app.
RadioVegasRocks.com, RadioVegas.rocks. There's a lot of different ways you can get there. But there is a big desert festival, and it is called...
Oh, the thing that we're doing in the middle of the desert?
Yeah.
Oh, it's...
That's exactly... It's called the thing that we're doing in the middle of the desert.
John Oscar Hines...
Yep.
Mystical Desert Festival Adventure Madness.
Yes, and it is 3 days of fun and dirt.
Oh, 3 days? I'm staying overnight. Like,
There's only one day?
3 days.
Yeah, I think it's like 3 days. I think it's 3 days, yeah. So definitely check that out, folks. That is all the time we have for today. But, this is what we will do. Though we may not be on Radio Vegas Rocks on Friday, we may just decide to go live on Facebook.
Yeah, watch out for their Facebook presence for surprise content.
Yes, surprise content coming. So definitely, if you don't like Two Clueless Dudes page, do so. I know a lot of people watch it on my personal page, Michael Galliano, but like our actual page, because pretty soon we'll probably be phasing over to it, but in time.
All right, check us out, www.twocluelessdudes.com. And we are on Facebook, Two Clueless Dudes. We're on Instagram, Two Clueless Dudes.
TWA.
We're on YouTube.
And a big shout out to Big James for doing our
Big
our
Bad
hits.
James.
Doing nips?
Using his big bad voice.
He's the voice. The voice of Two Clueless Dudes.
All right, everybody, stay tuned for the next podcast, Die Laughing, on Radio Vegas Rocks. Good night.
Peace.